trust is decided before the first sentence is finished, sometimes before the first word is spoken. It's decided in the stillness of your posture, in the quiet certainty behind your eyes, in the invisible signal you send the moment you enter a room, long before logic wakes up, before arguments form, before explanations arrive. Something older and deeper makes its judgment. This person is safe, or they are not. This voice matters, or it doesn't. And once that verdict is reached, everything that follows is filtered through it. Most people believe trust is built slowly, that it comes after proof, after time, after effort. But history whispers a different truth. Abraham Lincoln didn't earn trust because he spoke the most words. He earned it because when he spoke, his words carried the weight of sincerity. Franklin Roosevelt didn't calm a nation because he had all the answers. He calmed them because his voice carried steadiness when the world was shaking. Dale Carnegie understood this deeply. People don't listen because you're right. They listen because they feel understood, respected, and safe in your presence. Trust is not a technique, it's a transmission. You can feel it when it's missing. Conversations where words bounce off invisible walls. Meetings where your ideas land flat despite their brilliance. Relationships where you explain yourself again and again, growing louder, clearer, more desperate, yet nothing changes. It's not because you lack intelligence. It's not because your ideas are weak. It's because trust was never established, and without trust, persuasion is impossible. Influence collapses. Leadership evaporates. The most dangerous lie we tell ourselves is that trust comes from trying harder. In truth, it comes from becoming steadier. Self-confidence is the first signal, not bravado, not performance, the quiet confidence that doesn't rush, doesn't over-explain, doesn't beg to be believed. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times, not because he doubted himself, but because doubt never ruled his identity. That same inner alignment is felt by others instantly. When you trust yourself, people feel it before they understand it. Your words stop sounding like a pitch and start sounding like truth. Communication mastery grows from that inner center. People who are trusted speak with clarity, not clutter. They choose words that breathe. They listen without preparing their next response. They pause without fear of silence. Silence, when owned, becomes authority. Carnegie thought that the royal road to a person's heart is to talk in terms of what they care about. Trust blooms when people feel seen, not managed, not impressed, but genuinely recognized. Influence doesn't arrive through dominance. It arrives through emotional safety. The leaders people follow instinctively are not the loudest in the room. They are the calmest, the ones whose presence lowers tension, whose reactions are measured, whose energy stabilizes the group. When chaos appears, they don't escalate it, they absorb it. And in doing so, they become anchors. Humans are drawn to anchors. Empathy is not weakness, it is strategic strength. When you acknowledge another person's perspective, especially when you disagree, you signal intelligence and security. Carnegie wrote that a man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. Trust grows when people feel their dignity preserved. The moment someone feels diminished, defensive walls rise, and no amount of logic can climb them. Leadership is not announced, it's recognized. People trust those who take responsibility without demanding credit, who admit mistakes without collapsing, who remain consistent when emotions fluctuate around them. Consistency is the language of reliability. When your values don't change with your mood, people relax. They know where you stand. They know what to expect. That certainty becomes trust. Interpersonal power is built in the smallest moments. The way you greet someone when you don't need anything. The way you respond when challenged. The way you speak about others when you're not present. Trust listens when you think no one is listening, and it remembers. Resilience strengthens credibility. Life pressures everyone. What separates trusted individuals is not the absence of struggle, but the presence of composure within it. When setbacks arrive, do you collapse inward or stand taller? Do you blame outward or reflect inward? Those choices shape how others perceive your reliability. People trust those who can carry weight without spilling it onto everyone else. Adaptability keeps trust alive. Rigidity breaks connection. The world changes, people change, circumstances shift. Those who cling to being right lose influence. Those who remain curious gain it. Learning is humility in motion. It tells others you are not threatened by growth, that you don't need to protect an ego, only a standard. And personal growth is the quiet engine behind it all. You cannot fake trustworthiness. You can only become it. Every honest conversation with yourself sharpens your presence. Every moment of integrity strengthens your signal. Every act of listening deepens your influence. Because in the end, trust is not something you ask for. It's something people give instantly when your presence tells them they can. And once they do, everything changes.